Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, glad to have you with us. Holly Rowe down on the sideline with the latest on an injury.
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. They continue to be without their starting running back, but the good news, their backup is off to a terrific start. He was able to step in and have a very productive game last week. We'll see if he's able to keep up that same energy and same stamina here today. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they react. Kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks offense will have the first possession of the game. And here comes the junior running back. He sliced through defenders last time out, more than 200 yards, and scored 3 times in their victory.
How good has this guy been early this year? Sort of a dark horse. No one really talking about this guy in Heisman talk or the Doak Walker talk for the nation's outstanding running back. He has just been carving through defenses early this year. This is a rising star in this offense, David, that people can no longer ignore.
And I love what the coaches said about him. It's the attitude every day. He always worked hard. Like all through the preseason, they saw it. They saw some glimpses of this guy could be really special. And then once the game started, it continued to add up. And he truly has come out of absolutely nowhere.
Looking for room. It's Kane. Thrust that arm out. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Handoff again. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Hauls it in. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. It's Kane. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Ducks!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
So Ohio State's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
The play fake. Fires to the big fella. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wideout. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Here comes the heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. The Ducks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The fake wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Acted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Ran through the contact. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking for space. It's Kane. Breaks into the open. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. This dude has the quack attack, gobbling up yardage. Rushing records might be in jeopardy by the end of this one.
Yeah, just handing him the football. Do what you do well. And Oregon's always done a great job of that. They know who they are, they know how they're going to run the football, and they do it at a high level.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Ducks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction. And the
ball's out and they're after it. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. At the 40, there he goes. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45. Oh, pressure's coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Davis looking to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw it on that play.
The handoff. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to get it through the air. He spins that thing down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Teams proving to be special.
What a great return. The home crowd needed something to rally around. You're down. You needed to spark. You needed to make a big play. And the punt returner says, I got this. Great job following his blocks, making the big play, turning this crowd upside down.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hits the hole, it's Kane. Can't get him to the ground. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Snapped it in the shotgun. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Kane. He's just outside the 20-yard line. Stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. Got a little space. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Ducks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Pulls it on the option. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Ducks! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He's past the marker. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spend the magic beat. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Davis will throw. Reels it in. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Handoff from the gun. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw one first. Finds his tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Buckeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Right side, it's Maryland. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line, it's first down. Motion from the back. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Got it! Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. And he's in! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Bringing it out. Slips through the line. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Based on this field position, Jesse, they need to get something on the board before the half.
And they've got to be aggressive too, Reese. They've got the weapons to attack and try to steal a field goal here.
You practice these situations all during the week. You know you got to be fast, taking advantage of the clock. It's stopping, making sure you're throwing the football down the field to try to get some points.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Finds his target down the middle. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 4 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Razorbacks with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the SEC. Now back over to your game in Columbus. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Buckeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Davis looking to pass. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Little. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. He'll try the left side. He breaks a tackle.
coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll move the wide receiver. Right back to it. Driven back.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Working on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver comes in motion. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Davis will throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just
got a little room. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Maybe got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. And the Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They were all over it.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he's going to bring it out. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
That's caught. It's Little. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Davis looking to pass. Back open in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Caught. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On play action. A little release to the back. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Finds his man on the RPO. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. The quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They're going back to the ground. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! He's sacked. This defense all over it. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for space, it's Kane. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Kane. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Wants to throw on first. Pulls it in. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Kane. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Turning it on! They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the ball's free, deep in his own territory.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
When I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Davis will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here's the give off the left side. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Rush right in his face. Headed to the end zone. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're going to go for it on 4th down with a couple of good options, a first down or a touchdown. Now a timeout is called so they can talk over what to do on 4th and 2. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Snapped it, he has to have it. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment.
Oh, he wants it all. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Davis looking to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Press center down's going to the air. Unloads to the right. Got his man. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. Hauls it in. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Into the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's changing the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Davis will throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Finds his target. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll take the penalty and move them back. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Little. Makes a grab and room to run. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Buckeye! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting them just to kick the extra point, take a 1-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense here to try to ice this game and get the win.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Rashad Downs going up top. Moving out to the right. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Got a man in the middle. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. And it's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in, puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick. And he has to be clutch in a hostile environment, and he comes through for his squad.
It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team just